Hey folks, Dan Dale here, Total Sales Solutions in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell mostly diesel trucks, some RVs, motorhomes, a little bit of everything. And today we have got something that's getting harder and harder to find. It's a dually, not a new dually, but one that's a few years old, but is not ragged out, not beat up and wore out, but still a nice truck, but doesn't have a crazy price. And that's this truck. It's a 2003 Ford F350 XLT dually. It has the 6.0 Power Stroke diesel. And before I hear anything about 6.0, I don't like 6.0, my mama said they were junk. Well, you Google any diesel engine and you're not going to find 1,000 people talking about my truck fired up great this morning, run perfect. All you hear about is the people that are having problems, and that's the same for any diesel truck. But the good thing about this one is it has been bulletproofed. That means it's studded, bulletproof, whatever you want to call it. People use those terms interchangeably, but it's been done. We just put a new turbo on it, brand new turbo, fresh oil change. I'll show you a little more when I show you under the hood before we take it on a test drive. But anyway, lots and lots of money has been spent on this truck. If you just took a truck and bought one that hadn't had all this stuff done and took it to a shop and said do it, you spend 7-10 grand pretty quick. But it's done to this one. Although it's only got 204,000 miles, which for a Power Stroke, that ain't a lot anyway. So I'm sure whoever did it was just being paranoid or read on the internet that you had to have it done, so they did it. But anyway, it's done. Let me show you the truck. Got the grill off a chrome package model, got the billet inserts, got a real good set of tires. These are Firestone Transforce tires, not just some cheapy set of tires. Got the smoke turn signal covers, Kenwood touchscreen stereo, GPS, navigation, got all that good stuff. Windshield got a little peck, but no cracks, nothing major. Got some pretty good equipment, auto headlights, all that good stuff. Headliner's nice in it. If I remember right, and I'll double check, I'm pretty sure this has the 410 limited slip, so this one will actually pull something without being bogged down, but it's not that super low 430 gear that tops out at about 60 miles an hour either. Nice truck all around, Southern truck. Got some upgraded speakers, no rust anywhere. Of course, that's the first thing people ask. This truck's from here in Mississippi, no rust. You look under here, got the extra leaf springs, got the heavy duty tow package, spare tires in it. Now somebody has upgraded this tailgate handle and put a backup camera in it, which is pretty nice. Got parking sensors, got these smoked bed marker lights. Look under here too, of course, like I said, no rust. Got the heavy duty heavy duty springs. Inside, it's nice. Now, I'm going to be honest, this carpet is a little dirty. Maybe some kids spilled their drinks, I don't know. But I can't get anything cleaned up anymore, so if you're picky, just be aware it's going to be a little dirty. Not horrible, nothing like that. I mean, just see that little stain? That would scrub out if I had somebody with any sense, but I'd be asking one. Does have the manuals, got the spare tire lock, privacy glass, all the good stuff you want. Like I said, Southern truck is straight. You can look down the sides. This is a clean title truck, no flood, no salvage, no rebuilt history, anything like that. Just a nice 03 XLT that somebody has obviously maintained well and hasn't been afraid to spend money on it to get the most reliability that you can ask for. And of course, that's the key to these. You got to keep them serviced. People treated these 6.0s like they're old 7.3s and just kept the oil topped off and then complain when stuff happened. Well, no kidding. These 6.0s, you have to keep them serviced. Oil every 5,000, fuel filters every other oil change, and you got to use Ford filters. Now, if you do that, they can run forever. If you don't, you're liable to have problems eventually. But anyway, let me show you under the hood, then we'll take it for a spin. All right, before we go on the test drive, just going to show you a few things under the hood. First of all, we don't clean under hoods. This is just how it came in. So you can see, though, not covered in oil and dirt and mud or anything else. A little dirty, but not filthy. Been maintained. Does have the coolant filter kit that's been put on it. That protects the oil cooler from getting stopped up over time from just particles that come in the antifreeze. A good pair of batteries from last year. Brand new turbo. Only probably a few months old now. We put it on. All that's good on it. The main thing I want to show you though, well, two things. First of all, you can see, set the cap down, no blow by. Tiny wisp of smoke, but smoke's not a big deal as long as it's not puffing. The main thing is, you see, there's no pressure. Blow by is engine compression getting past the piston rings and into the crankcase. It's not necessarily a sign of a bad engine, but it's a sign of wear that this truck doesn't have. Now, these little spots on the cap, what happens and causes that, people take the cap off, lay them upside down on a battery, and just the battery vents and stuff eat that away. But the other big thing on this truck, I don't think my camera will show it very well. Actually, this is the wrong side to be doing it. But anyway, it's studded. So some people call it bulletproof. The basic thing is the head gaskets have been replaced, the factory head bolts have been taken off, and heavier duty exhaust studs have been put in, which hold a lot more pressure if you want to put a tune on it. Not necessarily something like I tell people, you don't have to do it unless you've already got problems, but somebody has gone ahead and done it. So that's a good sign how they've treated this truck, because that's about a $5,000–6,000 job, not even counting the turbo we put on and other stuff. But anyway, showing you that. Now we're going to hop in, take it for a spin. All right, now we're in the truck. We'll show you a little firing it up. Cranks right up, all that's good on it. Oh, you can see the lights all go off too, like they should. Only 204,000, and believe me, on one of these trucks, that's low miles. See the Kenwood stereo, as soon as it finishes lighting up and stuff. It's got navigation, it's got power pedals, there's got a plug, you can hook your phone up to it. It has Bluetooth, not sure how any of that stuff works, but when we got this truck, oh my gosh, there we go. There was no radio in it, so I had this radio out of another truck. I got the trim ring somewhere too, I'll put that on. I guess whoever had it before kept theirs, and like I showed you, it's got the backup camera. We got to finish figuring out how to hook that up. I shouldn't have any trouble getting that done, but just in the off chance, I want you to assume my guy who says he's going to come do it this weekend and track down the camera wiring and get that fixed, I want you to assume he doesn't do it. So that way, nobody will be mad if they get here and be like, oh, this backup camera ain't hooked up. I'm 95% sure it will be, but I don't want anybody to get mad at me either. Now, you'll have to excuse my shaky camera work, because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the worst roads in the city of Jackson, not to mention using my cell phone, which isn't helping things. But one thing you can take away from all these potholes and bumps and stuff I'm hitting is that this truck is tight. There's no squeaks or rattles, there's no thunks in the front end, anything like that. It's tight. This truck fires right up just like it should, hot or cold. And that's one thing you always want to do, whether you buy this truck or someone else's. You want to hear a Power Stroke run cold, because if it's got any kind of injector, high pressure pump problems, anything along those lines, it may run perfect warmed up, and then you get it home the next day, crank it cold, and it runs like crap till it warms up again. But like I said, this one runs great hot or cold, so no issues there. And you can see we're going down the road. There's no lights on, no service, no warnings, anything like that. Engine lights, all the gauges read where they should. I like to show the dash after we get on the road, because, you know, it's easy to hook your scan tool up and kill a light, then take a picture and say, oh look, no lights. But if there's a problem and you haven't fixed it, then as soon as you get going, that light's going to come right back on. So that's why I like to show you the dash after I've started driving it, just so you can see for yourself there really are no lights lit. The other thing you may notice, this mirror, this was actually in another truck that I just sold, and it was about to leave out, and I'd forgotten to get a mirror, so I swapped them so that customer, his truck wouldn't arrive with a busted mirror, and this truck will have a good mirror. So just wanted to point that out in case you noticed it pop up in the video and were wondering. Like I said, windshield, I see there's one little peck there and one a little lower. Not a big deal, not cracked or anything. However, if that bugs you, I can get a new windshield for $150. So that's an option. You can keep it in mind. But if you feel like flying in here to Jackson, Mississippi, driving it home, you can. I would not hesitate to get in this truck and drive it anywhere. I've had it probably, I don't know, 8 or 9 months. We've pulled a bunch of campers with it, moved trailers around. It's got the fifth wheel rails in the bed, so you can drop a fifth wheel hitch in it, or you can get one of those little plate things with the gooseneck ball on it that hooks up the fifth wheel rails if you want. But we've just got too much stuff taking up space, and we're moving back into mostly motorhomes, so we're not going to need it. But it's a great truck. Like I said, we put a new turbo on it when we first got it. I may be confused. I think trying to think what all else we did. We put a new, it's got a fresh oil change with motorcraft filters, new fuel filters, all that stuff's good. Changed the orifice tube in the air, put a new low pressure switch in it. Air's ice cold, did all the service on that. Really not much to complain about. But like I said, you're welcome to fly in here to Jackson, Mississippi and drive it home, but we also understand most of our customers are from the Northeast, the Midwest, and they're buying from us because we got great prices and we got rust-free Southern vehicles. So we realize not everybody wants to spend several days driving or flying down and then driving home. So with that being said, don't let the idea of shipping this truck worry you. That's a lot of the reason why we do these videos, is just so you can see for yourself that it really does go down the road like it should. It doesn't run hot, start blowing smoke everywhere, or do anything crazy. The other thing is, don't let the quotes you see if you try and get a shipping quote online scare you either, because most of the places you find online aren't actual shippers, they're brokers. And what they do is they'll charge you hundreds of dollars up front, and they call it a deposit, but what it actually is their fee for arranging for somebody else to haul the truck to you. Well, they all use this website called Central Dispatch that's not open to the public. It costs a couple grand a year to be on, but that's where they find the people that will actually haul the truck. And well, we're on it, so basically we can get wholesale rates on shipping. We don't charge a markup or a fee or anything. It's a free service to our customers. Although if you're not our customer, we'll do it for 50 bucks and you'll still save money, but we'd rather you do it for something you bought from us, and we'll do it as a free service. But basically we'll get you a wholesale rate on shipping. If you're interested, shoot me a text with your zip code to 601-376-9869, and I will get you a ballpark figure on shipping. And if you have any, if you're anywhere near Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, or anywhere in Florida, I can get you a real good deal on shipping. But regardless of where you are, it'll be a good deal. And if you decide to ship it, the way that works, if you buy the truck, you either preferably just do a bank wire straight to our bank, or you can FedEx us a cashier's check just for the price of the truck, and we'll post it for shipping. We'll send you the title, and we'll as soon as we hear from somebody that can ship it, we'll make all the arrangements. And when they drop the truck off to you, you just hand them cash for the shipping to the transporter, and that's it. You don't send it to us. You just pay the transporter the shipping when it gets there. So if you have any questions, though, give me a call, 601-376-9869. If you have any questions about the truck, want to make an offer, want to know about what's been done to it, all that, give me a call. See, it's got the trailer brake controller, got the hookup and everything. And I may have a setting wrong on this camera, because it popped up earlier with some kind of setting it was asking me for on the camera, and I picked something. It gave me two choices. Let me try that, and go back. That may not be it. I think it just still needs to be the right wire hooked up in place. Yeah, because that changed it to not interrupting when you put it in reverse. But anyway, we'll have that fixed more than likely. But you can change sources, AV in and out, nav. There's all kind of stuff you can do with this. But anyway, like I said, if you have any questions, give me a call. If I don't answer, hang up. Don't leave me a voicemail. Shoot me a text. I may not answer the phone first thing in the morning or late in the evening, but if I'm awake, I'll pretty much always answer a text. So that's the best way to get a hold of me. So we appreciate you watching the video, though, and look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thanks.